Welcome back, YouTube. Hope you guys liked the first video. I felt like it was a good warm-up getting into the whole YouTube thing. This is gonna be my second official video. So this time around, we're gonna give you a nice little walk around of my 2013 Honda Civic Si. I'm gonna show you, what I love about it, little things that I dislike about it, possibly future plans that I want to do with it and whatnot. But yeah, man, let's get to it. All right, so here we have it, my 2013 Civic Si. Whole car was paint corrected completely from roof to bottom. All right, so I guess we'll start with the rear. So here we have OEM hybrid taillights from a Civic. I've had this for years, these taillights. Funny story behind the taillights is, I didn't want to spend full money on them. They were really, really expensive back then. I ordered the taillights with the discount. It was 400 and something bucks. I was pretty excited. I was like, shit, all right, 400 and something dollars. It's pretty good. I get the taillights and they only send me outers. And I'm like, where's the rest of the taillights? And they were like, oh, you wanted the inners also? I got upset. I said, of course, I'm not gonna have two different. Long story short, I wound up paying almost full price. I paid $900. They were like $1,200 back then. So that was that. I had shaved the H emblem by mistake, because back then I just wanted to shave the SI, and the guy did the H as well. For those who know about 2013 SIs, they come with a spoiler. That was the first thing I removed, and I actually grabbed an OEM 13 SI hybrid 13 SI, a 13 Civic hybrid spoiler. And those who know, it comes with a whole thing here. I actually notched it myself, shaved it. I had Lido's Customs mold this on so you couldn't tell, and that's what's on now. OEM taillights. As far as the exhaust, it's all full race. Also with these reflectors, when I first got the car, I was looking for clear, and honestly, I finally found them after like 4 years of owning the car, or 5 years of owning the car. And I feel like it's a little touch that, just complements the whole rear with the taillights. And here we have work VSXs. Those who know, my favorite wheel in the world. These are actually 18 by 10 plus 0 with a 25 mil spacer. I'm missing a lug nut there. I can't find it, but that's that. I kind of was against fender lip because, it ruins your quarter panels, but I actually was able to adjust the shocks. So this is like actually 0. And as much as it looks like it's touching, it's really not. So quarter panels is still fresh. Also, as well as the front. Now I get a lot of people asking me about these hybrid mirrors. They're actually not hybrid mirrors. They're actually from overseas. That's how they come overseas, if I'm not mistaken. They're actually power folding, blinkers, and heated. So yeah, those are really good. When I was living in New York, it complemented with the heat and the cold. It worked out perfect. Here we have, as well as OEM hybrid headlights from the UAE. For those who don't know, it's like Dubai area. So the only difference between those and the regular ones are the blue tint, which complements my hybrid taillights that are all as well blue tint. They're OEM projectors with OEM HIDs. Now, of course, one of the best parts that I get DMs all the time, is the front bumper. It's actually a coupe front end. I had Lido Customs, you know, chop it up in half, and I was originally gonna do the coupe entire front end, but I had just gotten these headlights and gotten this hybrid OEM grille from Honda, as well. It has the blue tint, as you can see, to complement everything else. And I pitched him the idea. I said, you know what, you think you can make this happen? And he said, let's take a look at it. Bought the OEM bumper from Honda, and we molded it, and surely enough, came all together. The HFP lips, the fogs, the whole nine. And here we have Password JDM carbon fiber covers. Really hides a lot of things, you know. I love it. I actually have the battery one as well, but it doesn't fit because there's huge thing here. As you guys can tell, it's not supercharged anymore. I had a lot of issues in the past tuning wise, so this time around I said let's keep it stock for now and supercharge it later, you know. So, and here we have the blue valve cover. I did the blue to match everything else with a little blue. It's actually off close enough to M4 blue color. Those who know BMW, you know what I'm talking about. But stay tuned. Eventually supercharger is going to go back on. Here we have also to complement everything else, Body Club big brake kit. They originally came in red. I figured, you know, everybody kind of has red already. I was like, let's change it up a little bit and let's do the same color as the valve cover, so that complements everything as well. Going back to the detail, videos honestly do not do it justice. Like, this car is flawless thanks to stages. Great detail. Okay, so let's get on to the interior. Again, this is a 13 SI. I had swapped the seats all around for the 14 and 15 SI. I have bright interior, real genuine bright interior. Back then that was in style. I had MD Interiors. I'll tag him. He did nice little red stitching to complement it, as well as this. Just gives the interior a little more spice to it, you know. This is where I have my airlift remote hung in there. For those that are looking for tire pressure monitor sensors, these aftermarket ones are great. They go on as so. I'll show you guys right here, and honestly it tells you the pressure when it's dropping or if it's too high, the temperature of the wheels, everything. It's a great investment. Show you guys the back seat. Again, also converted 14 to 15 SI. Had MD Interiors do this, the red stitching. Here we have my music chuchero wire, little big speaker box. I'll show you guys the trunk. You know, it's not really a long mod list because I like to keep it simple, and I've been focused on other things and my other cars as well. So here we have the trunk set up. Disregard this tank. This was a display tank. Yeah, I don't know too much about music, but thanks to friends, I was able to just put stuff together. Here we have the tank. So I powder coated it black, thanks to my boy, that Powder Touch, just because it blends in. A lot of people don't notice it, and I feel like it just looks great. Not too much, very sleek. Here we have a false floor, and under here I have my amps, my management, my compressors, the whole nine. Now, again, as I listed before, my favorite part of the SI would be honestly the front bumper. You know, I've said this numerous amount of times. You know, it was custom. It was of one. Those who know can tell. Those who don't, just looks very, very OEM and clean. Now for the coupe, little details, that actually comes black. So with the black, it does look very great, but it makes the car look a little higher in the middle. So I said, why not paint it and give a nice little flow look underneath and whatnot. But pretty much this is how she sits as of now. I've had this car again for 6.5 years. I've been through a lot of stuff. I don't keep nothing hidden. This is actually my third motor. Like I said, due to tuning issues. So I've been cooling it for a little bit. I hope to join again the boosted life soon. As far as the body and everything, original miles. Yeah, 46,000. You guys can hear the full race exhaust. It's pretty clean. Cold start. And it just tones down. I have a full race cat back. Then I have catless downpipe, full race as well. Everything full race. Camber kits in the rear is True Heart. I cut them to be able to get more camber. So right now, rear, I toned it down a little bit. It was at 12. It's now 10.6, around that, to match the front. For those who don't like camber, completely understood. To each their own. But yeah, the camber is pretty much even all around. As you can see, I'm all for even. And as far as the front, I have a custom welded strut lower mount to allow me to get all that camber. I'll show you guys at ride height. So airlift button, usually ride height. So my airbag system light is on due to the 14SI interior, and my TPMS light is on obviously because I don't have my tire pressure monitor sensors on. So those are those lights. But I'll show you guys ride height. It was a little higher than this, but due to the amazing Florida roads, I'm able to drive a little lower. And this is what I was trying to show you guys. For people who are fender to lip, you know, my fenders are still pretty mint. You know, this is like dirt from tire shine, but fenders and quarter panels still pretty crispy. You know, once you adjust the shocks and everything, you won't have any issues at all. I'll show you guys airing out. I have a preset. It just stops. Beautiful. Looks like it's touching, but it's not. Again, this is my 13 Civic SI. Future plans for it. So future plans for the SI is boosting it again, throwing my T37s back on, removing most of the camber, and making a little power again. Love the stance life, but you know, I have 2 other cars that are already stanced, so I need at least one functional car. A quick little run around of my 2013 Honda Civic SI. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch out my video. Again, this is my second video. I'll get better as time goes on. Stay tuned. Subscribe. Please comment below what you guys think, what I need to improve, and so forth. Stay tuned also for my next video, my Honda S2000. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it.